Hey guys. I'm playing some music. It's Monday. We're starting, what is it, week 12 of quarantine or 13? And I see Victoria. We're going to do a dance, a Monday dance. Anyway, I was just in the mood to just do a little bit of a dance. You know, nothing better than starting a new week with a little boogie and a good song. Your theme songs, don't forget, from your Tea with Karen challenges from the past. You can still practice those anytime that you like. Hey guys, happy Monday. I hope you lovelies have had a restful weekend, and for those of you who are in the US of A, it is Memorial Day. So I hope all of you are having a joyous and extra happy long weekend. I can't even talk, I'm on vacation then now for long weekend. I hope this finds all of you keeping well, your families and your friends and loved ones all safe and sound. You guys are just so wonderful. This is our 9th Tea with Karen chat session, and thank you guys for coming along on this journey with me. It's been so wonderful to catch up with dearest friends, and to share, you know, each other's thoughts during this pandemic. You guys definitely make staying at home and quarantining at home, for those of you who are doing that, thank you. You are saving lives. You are continuing to play a fundamental role in flattening the curve. So thank you for that. But you guys have made such a profound difference in keeping my sanity and my spirits up. So so thank you. Oh, it's so good to see you. I should do some shout outs. It's been a hot minute since we've been able to do that. So Wicked Regal, Dano, the Mano, my dear uni friend is on here from Toronto. Hello. And Emma Asperger and Lainey Christine and Becca Shona and Monica _Oncer, Britton Delamar. Hello, love. Cindy Seviers, I hope I said that right. Karen Samantha's here. Hi. And Erica Carlson's here. And Carolyn Statzer. Gosh, you guys are all here. It's so good to see you. This puts a huge smile on my face. And all the lovely colourful hearts on the side. Just making me smile. Thank you for that. Thanks also to you guys for tuning in on Friday with Jenna Elfman. Oh, she's just such a laugh. I think any time spent with dearest Jenna is always going to be inspiring and full of laughter. So thanks for tuning in on Friday. And for those of you who have missed any of the Tea with Karen chat sessions, good news is we have put up a website. It's www.teawithkaren.com, and you can log on there and voila, all the tea chat sessions are there, and you can enjoy more cups of tea, catching up and watching past episodes. So yes, so that's all there, just to let you know. And speaking of Tea with Karen website, your challenges, we have honored all of you in the challenge section on the website. So you will see your gorgeous selves on there. Thank you for participating each week in the Tea with Karen challenges. This week, to start off this new week, was power dressing. Wearing what makes you feel empowered, strong, confident, make you feel good about yourself. Mood dressing. It is a thing. And it was so lovely to see all your photos that you posted with your gorgeous smiles, because the best outfit of all is your smile. At least I like to think so. And then everything else is a bonus. So thank you for participating. And I will be drawing out 2 names out of a hat, and 2 winners will be winning a care package from me. So So yeah, I will announce that later on this afternoon. Today I'm having a cup of tea, or maybe a glass of wine, with this amazing, wonderful, kick-ass, inspiring, hilarious actress, which we all know, especially in Once Upon a Time. Beautiful, wonderful Victoria Smurfit is going to be joining me in a second. You guys also know her obviously in Once Upon a Time as Cruella, but Dracula, season 2 of Marcella, and one of my fave movies about a boy, amongst a plethora of amazing work that she's done. So I'm so tickled that Victoria is able to come on and have a cup of tea. I'm just going to bring her and make sure my volume is up. There we go. Grab your cups of tea. And we'll just wait. I know the connection can be quite challenging.
Hello.
Here she is!
Darling.
You gorgeous thing!
Hi, darling. How are you?
Oh, all the better for seeing you. Look how gorgeous you look.
I'm not going to lie. It's not tea.
It's not tea. Well, that's even better. That's
Well,
even better.
it's grape tea. Does grape tea cut it? I feel like grape tea might cut it. How are you, sweetheart? It's lovely to see you. I know it's first thing in the morning for you.
You know what? I was so excited knowing that you were coming on today. I haven't seen you in ages. I think the last time I saw you was last year. We were all out and about. It was Lana, right?
Yeah.
It was Lana. Who else was with us?
Oh gosh, I feel like Bex was with us, but you know, I feel like Bex is with us always because you only need to meet Bex once and she's with you always. Colin, I know, wasn't with us.
No, definitely
I
not.
feel like Sean was with us. I don't know. I might be making this up because do you know what's amazing is those
Comic-Con.
Yeah, because the conventions are so powerful and fun that they become kind of one expedition into meeting your fans and meeting all the incredible people that they kind of blur, especially with social media, they blur into a concept of, oh, I know Gerda. Oh, I know, you know everybody who's, Gerda's particularly one, a fan who's on here tonight, who, bless her, she has an issue with her hearing. And so she has to, in order to participate in our live, she has to get a translator. So, I mean, I just think, you know, there's so many, they do blur, but I haven't seen you enough is what I know.
Yes, it's not enough. LA misses you. California misses you. But I
Darling.
know you do. It's not the same. It's not the same. Your energy, your infectious, effervescent energy, you know, it is truly missed over here.
Oh, bless you. Are you keeping the home fires burning over there for us in the warmth and the beauty and the kale is something humans eat rather than just cows?
Yeah.
Because I'm living in a place now where only cows eat kale. Please, really, you can have it. I'm back to decent sausages.
Ah, I miss a good sausage roll, beef Wellington sausage roll, Sunday roast in the pub. I miss it so much, and I think what this whole pandemic has really highlighted is the fact that our choices have been taken away. So we can't readily travel back. You know, like I'd love to go back to London. The plan was to go back to London when I was on hiatus, and spend a good few months there. But
I remember because we were talking in that hotel bar in London with Lana and big man,
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Yes.
I love the way that I forget Jason Momoa's name. Like seriously, what's wrong with me? So you and Jason Momoa were chatting, and you were saying you were coming back, but of course you haven't been able to.
No, I haven't been able to. I think because also because the filming now has all come to a stop, as you know, everything's coming to a halt until they can navigate. I don't even know how you wrap your head around trying to come up with a solution, because there is no one solidified solution, because there's so many variables to that. About going back on set. So I think it's going to take a while. I think from what I've been reading, they're talking about a few months at least to develop more accuracy in the tests.
There's something darling, there's something for sure. Sex scenes will be dead, darling, just dead. But it's true. It's going to be really hard. I think, do you know what's going to be really interesting though? And I think it's going to represent what's happening in our lives. And I don't know about you, but the lockdown has meant that the concept of simplicity and the depth of how important family and your close friends and food and exercise and all the simple stuff that we know are good for us has suddenly become tantamount. And I think that's going to play out with the stuff that's made going forward. It's going to be a lot harder to make a show with 45 cast and 600 crew, and it's going. My feeling is when it does go back, it's going to go back with 4 cast members, a crew of 40. You're all quarantining, and you're making stories, because ultimately what people need is stories. It doesn't really matter if the story has flying dragons or whether the story is just. Did you see? Oh my God! Did you see Normal People?
No. Is that your top? I'm gonna
girl, get on it. Normal People. It's on BBC iPlayer. Don't know where it's playing over there.
I have BritBox, so
it's BritBox. I'm sure it's on that. Now it's Eleni Abrahamson, who, as you know, is a god of a director with these 2 young actors, and it is so sweet, so simple storytelling at its purity. And actually it's come out at a time that's so brilliant, because it's just the heart and the head and the fight between the heart and the head. Your head tells you this, your heart tells you that, which is the right way. How do you navigate what you feel and how you express it? And it's so beautifully done. And I think we're going to go back to, for want of a better term, the kitchen sink drama, because it's just going to be easier to cope with. 2 locations, 4 actors, 40 crew, done.
But I feel like it's you're right. It is going back to what really matters, which is the story, which is the narrative. And I love that it's called Normal People. You know,
it's such an incredible book. And you know, normally when you listen, I was in the beach in a small way back in the day, 1,001 years ago. And it was the book at the time. And then when we did the film, everybody loved the film, but there was always that thing that's, oh, it's not as good as the book, because the book, you have your imagination. This is one of those shows where everybody who's read the book has said, actually, that was as good as the book, if not better. And you never hear that. So it's so worth watching, darling. And you'll cry. Like, it's set in Ireland. But as a woman who's brought up in Canada, lived in the UK, you're going to love it.
Oh, are they doing another? How many episodes?
Now it's a good question. I want to say there's 10 or 12 of them. And it's slow and paced and human, and you get to know the characters, you get to know the struggles, you get to know the people. You sit there and go, just tell her you love her. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It really is. It's lovely.
You know, you just reminded me of is my mum, who's probably watching. Hi, Mum.
Hi, Mum. Hi. Listen, has Mum watched it? I bet Mum
watches every Tea with Karen session. But what you just did with the commentary just reminds me of my mum, because my mum will watch a show and she'll get so vested into it, and she'll call me and she'll talk to me as if she knows these people.
Oh no. Oh, 100%. Well, you know what it's like. Yeah. And they become your buddies. It's like when you get to the end of a book. Like, my kids always say to me, oh, I'm on the last chapter of a book, and oh no, I don't want to read the last chapter, because you lose your buddies, which is why the conventions are so brilliant, because you meet people who behave like they've met you, and you have to be aware of the fact that actually I've been in your kitchen, I've been in your living room, I've been on your laptop in your bedroom, I've been everywhere that you exist. So why would I not engage with you? That even though I haven't been in your bedroom or your kitchen, me personally, but I'm fully aware that, you know, even as, you know, evil Cruella, darling, or as Princess Jasmine, you've been in their homes, you've been in their personal space. You're like a robber that doesn't steal. You're like a robber that tries to give.
Yes.
You know, you're like a robber that leaves cookies and milk and a glass of wine.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I miss you. I miss you so much. And you know what really sucks is that we can't even hug. Like, even if you were right there, you can't hug.
It's so hard. The elbow bump, isn't it? It's, I know.
My mom was saying, do namaste, you know, because that's
I love the namaste. And you know, it's even got to the point where in the UK, people are namasteing you. Yeah. And you know, when they're doing that in the UK, you know that it's got to a point where it's just a desperate need to connect. You know, everybody has an enormous need to connect. And that's why I think actually when we come out of this, it's going to be really interesting as to how kind. I think kindness is going to be tantamount to everybody's life. They'll remember how to be kind because they've missed it so much. Don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. I see it every day. Like even when I'm taking the dog out for a walk, just the neighbors, the community, everyone, even with the postman, and he comes, Robert, he starts, I'm like, huh? And I'm wearing a mask, and I'm like, Robert, do you need anything? Do you need water? Like, I never had those moments to talk to him. And now that we've been home, I see him more often. And so I'm always checking in to say, are you okay? Or the delivery people that come and deliver things. I'm like, do you need water? Do you need extra gloves or a mask?
I know. It's funny, it's a great leveler, isn't it? Because it doesn't matter what you do. Like the superheroes now are the NHS. The superheroes are the teachers who are trying to do it online. The superheroes now are the frontline workers, the people delivering what you're delivering. The superheroes are the people in the hospitals, the nurses, the doctors. The superheroes are the guys bringing your Amazon stuff, cleaning out your bins. They're the superheroes now. It's not us actor types. No. It's not even the Jason Momoas, as godlike as he is. That you know, there's no the value of, look, entertainment is always important because we always need stories and we always need to be taken out of our lives. That's vital, and that's why we do it. But the superheroes, I mean, here, and one of the things that I know you'd love is 8 o'clock on a Thursday. Everybody's out with their wooden spoon and their saucepans, banging, crashing, showing their respect for the NHS. And it's so brilliant. It's so brilliant.
I bawled my eyes out when I saw the videos. And then I would do it with some friends. I would go on their FaceTime. We'd FaceTime each other who were back home in London. And then I'd chat with them. And all I kept doing was like, this is so funny. I would just be bawling my eyes out because it's just so much appreciation. But also for parents like you. Parents who, you know, who are trying to be the
I'm not a great teacher, Karen. I'm not going to like
it easy. I don't know how you do it. You also, that's one thing about Victoria, guys, and I'm sure you know this about her, is that she's so vivacious and has this love and for life, and you see that with how she. I mean, you're such an incredible mother, and you make it look easy, and I know it's not. And how you multitask, I'm just in complete awe.
Listen, my kids would tell you a different story, I'm sure, but they are, you know, they're so great. What's been great fun about the online schooling is, you know, the kids go, oh my God, Mom, I've got a math test, blah, 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 blah. Or, oh God, I got to do this thing. Mom, what's the square root of what? And I'm like, well, the square root of that is, oh, I just need to go to the bathroom. Hello, Siri, what's the square root? I haven't a clue, God love me. But, you know, and it's funny. But do you know what's brilliant about it is that your kids get to see you as the imperfect person you are. Like, I personally don't believe in the concept of perfection. I just don't. I don't believe there's not a perfect thing, a perfect person, a perfect, I just don't believe. I believe what's perfect for you in the time that's working for you. That's just my belief system, as long and as I've been on this planet and as old as I am. And what's great about this is the kids get to see you and themselves as imperfect creatures and realize that it's okay. Sometimes it's all going to fall apart. And sometimes we'll have a school day where one or other of the kids just wants to fall apart and we want to spend 20 minutes crying on the floor. Let's do it. And so we're going to sit on the floor and we're going to have a cry and go how unfair this is that they can't be with their friends, or they can't be walking down a high street, going to Claire's Accessories, buying 10 quid's worth of rubbish for their hair. And the unfairness of not being able to buy bubble tea, or not being able to, because when I was a teenager, right now, I was happily at the back of a disco vomiting in a bin. And my teenager is having to, deal with COVID-19 and visual impairments and life in, it's a completely different world. So it's like they're warriors, Karen. They're warriors, and I'm really proud of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, how's Evie doing? Because your work of both together, what you're doing, bringing awareness and raising much needed funding for impaired vision is just so inspiring. How is she? She is a warrior.
Thank you. Do you know what? She's doing great. Like, it's hard because, of course, for her, and she'd tell you herself, so I'm not talking out of turn. But she's, she has moments where she gets really frustrated because she has a finite amount of time being able to see stuff. And right now, she's seeing the same four walls and the same garden and the same. We're lucky we live in a golf course, so that we get to walk around the golf course. But it's tough on her. It's tough on her being able to say, well, this time in the sense of visually filling her full of new information, new visual information, she can't do it. So I've got to do a big list, and Evie being Evie, her list isn't, I want to go raving in Ibiza, Mom. Her list is, I want to see the Berlin Wall, I want to see Athena's Palace, I want to, so it's a hell of a list I've got to accomplish when we come out of this. Are you in? Are you coming with us?
I'm in. I'm so in, and I wanted to let you know that for the next few weeks, through my cameos, I will donate to your charity of fighting blindness. So, so I will do that happily. I'm just.
Oh my God! Don't make me cry, woman.
No.
Thank you.
No, what you and Evie are doing, is setting. You're setting such an example for those that are in need. That you're bringing awareness to such an important cause, and I think that both of you are such champions to be.
Thank you.
To be doing this, and for Evie to be so brave and courageous to share her story. Both of you sharing your story with everyone.
Well, bless you.
Brings us more together, So yes. For the next few weeks.
Thank you so much. We'll take anything that is so kind. They have all my cameo stuff goes to it, but we've got a raffle right now.
Yeah, I saw.
We've got a raffle.
What about this raffle?
Yeah, so everybody out there, there is a raffle. If you go to the link in my bio or on my Twitter feed, you can see there's a Just Giving page. And if you donate £5, dollars, euros, whatever zone you're in, you are then in for, a computer is going to choose at random on the 5th of June. And somebody wins 3 nights and they get a private jet from London to Alderney and back again. And they get to stay in the Blonde Hedgehog, which is this astonishingly beautiful boutique hotel. It is so gorgeous.
I saw.
It's so gorgeous. And they get to stay there for 3 nights for free. For £5. Now you can donate as many times as you like to be in the running, because I know that when I've decided I want to win the lottery, I play it a lot. But I'm like, oh, kids' school fees are coming off. Let's get lots of lottery tickets. So you can play as many times as you like, and it would be amazing. I know somebody's going to win the trip of a lifetime when the world opens up. So
they go to your Twitter or your Instagram feed. It's at Victoria Smurfit.
Yes.
And then the link is there.
Yes, the link for my Just Giving page. Oh, and I can see people have already donated. Thank you. And I hope you win. And if I win, I'm giving it to one of you because I've donated. I'll just have it. But no, that would be. Thank you so much, sweetheart. That's amazing. No, that's so kind. On behalf of Fighting Blindness, that is huge. And Evie, thank you. Thank you. So, how's Milo?
Milo is good, love. He's pottering about with Carl. Otherwise, he would be here taking over.
I should probably have asked about your husband before I asked about the dog, but
I know.
But darling, I'm Cruella. I need to know about the doggy. Will you still make a marvelous coat, darling? Will you, darling? Because he looks mighty fine as a pair of shoes.
Oh, yes. You know, he, recently for his birthday, he received a barber harness. I thought, oh, and it's all from friends, you know, that sending them over. And I was like, oh, spoiled. Like, he has no idea. He was sent this lovely barber, a barber raincoat he has now, and he has a barber harness. I didn't even know that barber does outfits for pets. I had no idea, but now you know.
I had no idea. That is astonishing and fantastic. I love that.
Yeah. We're all well loved, and just, I mean, I think it's so important, as you said, to take stock about the things that are in your control, because we have the power to control how we choose to react to things. Yes. You know, and you and your family and Evie are prime examples of that. And now with this whole thing, for those of us who are lucky enough to stay home and quarantine, it's just a different sort of challenge, because you're going through this Corona coaster, as they say, of emotions, where
I haven't heard of Corona coaster. I like that.
Yeah, and it's kind of like 1 minute you're absolutely fine, and you're like, okay, cleaning, or, you know, doing things that you should be doing, like, you know, paperwork or cleaning out the cupboard or whatnot, and then next minute you feel irritable or a little bit agitated and restless, and it's such a funny feeling, and you just have to navigate, you know, throughout the day and take it one day at a time. And I just remember my gratitude. I have a roof over my head, my family are safe, my friends are all safe, and that's all that matters. And I actually have time.
It really is, and it's so fascinating to me, because I find that when I'm connecting with my buddies, that all my girlfriends are going through, we call it the waves. And at some point, some of us are at the top of the crest of the wave, just going, woo, woo, we got this, it's okay. Everybody's in kindness, everybody's having a good time, and just living with the simplicity, there's something really lovely about the simplicity. And then next thing you know, your face is in the gravel, you're in the washing machine of the wave, you want to cry, you don't know if you're going to get out, you have no idea if anybody's going to save you, and you just have to save yourself and just go, I got this. And so, you know, I'm a big fan of the words, this too shall pass. And to me, this too shall pass is so useful right now, because when you go through the wave of just going, oh, I feel so out of control. And it's taught a lot of us control freaks how to just kind of let go, let God. Like, whatever, I can't do anything about it. You know, and sometimes, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. A couple of weeks ago, or was it last week? Oh geez, it's all a blur. But one day I was so kind of down and in my boots, and I put on one of my what they called red carpet dresses, and I put on one of the dresses I'd had in a red carpet, and I made dinner.
Oh, such a
and I'm like, just because I'm gonna put on lipstick, and I'm gonna put on a red carpet dress, and I'm gonna make lasagna.
You goddess.
I just didn't mind the kids.
Goddess.
The kids were like, okay, Mom, what's happening here? What's happening? And so it's just because sometimes you've just got to, and when the kids go a bit wonky left or wonky right, or your friends call and they're appalling. I got one of my best friends, who's also called Victoria, who I love and adore. We call her the General, and sometimes she gets on the phone to me and she's like, whoa, I'm like, there she goes. But it's the General, and we all have a General inside us that just passes, and then, but you've got to have somebody you can dump it out on, right? Who do you dump out your General on? Like when you're cross, who do you dump it out on?
Oh God! Besides Milo and Carl, because they're the only ones here. My mom, my sister, my dad. I've been really lucky. They're like my life coaches, you know, and I truly believe that I'm not as crazy or insane, because you know in our industry it's very easy to
in our industry they all tell you you're crazy when you know you're not.
Yeah, they keep it real. Anyone who knows my parents know that they just, I don't know, they just know how to keep it real. And I don't know if it's that immigrant mentality or that South Asian thing where they just tell you bluntly straight. You know, they say, oh no, that doesn't look good on you. Oh no, you don't look good at all.
Oh, no.
100%.
It's
like, it's all that. It's like, okay.
One of my best friends is from Kerala, and every time we talk about our parents, we realize that Irish parents and Indian parents are the same people. They're the same people, without a shadow of a doubt. Suleka, the two of us would sit around the fire pit and she'd go, oh, my parents, I'm like, hang on, you did that in Kerala? That's what we did in Dublin. And it's the same people. Guilt is vital. Oh. But also grounding and just, oh, for God's sake, who cares, love? Like, does anybody really care? Like, it's a fantastic leveler so that you're listening, but you're also rejecting the stuff that's rejectable, so that you don't go deep dive into navel gazing to a point whereby you can't come back up again.
Yeah. And they're so
Does that make sense?
No, totally. And they're so good at editing the noise and helping you reach that place of clarity. So I'm really grateful that I have, you know, even Carl. One thing I've learned about Carl since I met him is that, you know, he said, don't worry. I know you care. I know you're responsible. I know you're hardworking. But he said, it's okay. You don't have to take everything don't take yourself too seriously. You're absolutely right.
He's absolutely right. I always say take the job seriously, but don't take yourself seriously.
Yes.
You know, the job has got to be serious because you've got to get it. You better get it in the can. You've got to get your days done. You've got to do the stuff. You got to look after the people on set, and then the rest of it is, for the love of God, who cares? Because really, you know, are we saving lives? No, but we're entertaining people, please God, and we're giving people a reason to, at the end of their day, whether they've left the hospital, the office, the coffee shop, whatever they've left, they can go, I'm going to switch on, I'm going to tune out, I'm going to watch Princess Jasmine. She's going to take me to good place. She's going to marry the man she loves and not marry the man she's been told to marry. And Cruella's just going to skin a couple of people and it's going to be fine. So, you know, it takes you out of your existence. And there's something lovely about that. I mean, that's why you and I watch TV, right?
Yeah.
What are you watching at the moment?
What's that, love?
What are you watching at the moment?
So I started watching Belgravia.
Ooh.
It's Julian Fellowes' new spin-off. Yeah. It's not a spin-off. It's his other book that he's written. Julian Fellowes, you guys, he is the creator and writer of Downton Abbey. So he now has this new show with Tom Wilkinson. I mean, it's such a great cast. So I literally started that, and I am hooked in. And the problem is that, you know, when you binge watch, you're like, oh, sugar, it's really late. I need to go to sleep. But it's so good that I'm just like, no, I have to stop. So I just finished watching the first 2 episodes.
Just one more episode.
It's so good. Belgravia.
I know, it's
Such
so
a good
true.
period films. And TV shows. I love that. And then I've also been watching Defending
Which
Jacob.
one? Sorry, say that again.
Defending Jacob, and
I'm
that's
watching that.
so good.
Oh, I can't wait for the next episode. Yeah, so
I know.
good. So good. I know.
Ah,
I can't wait
Chris
for the next
Evans,
episode.
Michelle Dockery, all of them, so good. Just like yeah. So those are the
Yeah.
two I'm watching at the moment. Yeah. What about you? Besides normal people.
Belgravia I haven't watched yet, though they were the guys that made Dracula, so I have to get across that.
You'd be brilliant on that.
Oh, well, you sort that out, David. Lady
Okay.
David, sort that out. So
We'll leave it out
just
there.
have a word. Have a word.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I would want to be upstairs, but like if I'm Irish, I'd be downstairs. So but I'm happy to go upstairs or downstairs. But it is. What am I watching right now? I'm watching Defending Jacob as well. And love that show. I'm also watching. I just started. Little Fires Everywhere. Is that the new Reese Witherspoon one? That one. It's I think it's Little Fires Everywhere. Yeah. And that is, yes. It's super good. It's super twisty. Every time you think you know what's happening, something else happens. And I've been watching with friends of mine, and we're always like, oh my God, such and such. And then it's so fun. So that's been keeping the wolf from the door. But it's always good to have something. What are you guys watching out there? Oh, Little Fires Everywhere is amazing. Oh, they're loving it. The fans love that show. Reese, love her.
Oh, good.
She is great. Like Reese Witherspoon has nailed the A-type mom. Like the A-type mom, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm so not. I'm just not organized enough. But she's absolutely nailed it. It's super, super good. It's super good.
She's so good.
But you've got to watch Normal People. Get that on your list.
No, that's on my list, and I'll put Little Fires on there as well. There's so many. I feel like when I watch, it's so inspiring to watch good TV shows, good films, and all that. Because obviously, for our craft as well, it's always good to watch good storytelling and
100%. Oh my God! Do you know the other one that's super fun is Dead to Me?
Which one?
Have you seen
Dead to Me? No, that's going on the list. Putting that on.
So fun, Karen. I want you to watch Dead to Me and imagine it's you and me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just watch that and assume it's you and me doing Dead to Me. It's just the Irish. The Irish and English version of it, okay?
I would
so fun.
There's a new season that's just come out too, so I've got to watch now 2 seasons.
Get on it.
It's so much. You've got a lot of Q&As, love. So can we do some questions?
Yeah, absolutely. What was that question, sweetheart? Oh, what would Cruella be doing in quarantine? But yeah, Cruella, I feel, would excel in quarantine.
Hey guys,
I
switched over to my Wi-Fi, and hopefully that'll help, because usually it's my phone provider.
Oh, there you are. You're back.
I'm back. I've switched back. Sorry, love. Take us away. You were saying you'd be with James.
I was just telling everybody that Cruella would fully enjoy quarantine, darling, as long as it was in the underworld. And James was there, and there was Jin, darling, and there was her furs to lie on, diamonds to stare at. Like, Cruella's only interested in stuff. Like the big difference between me and Cruella is Cruella loves stuff, things. Things make Cruella. I don't give a flying banana about stuff. Stuff doesn't interest me, but Cruella, as long as she had her furs, darling, and her gin and her music, and she had James like dancing for her naked in an ostrich feather, she'd be fine.
That sounds so right towards me.
Yeah, just, have a word. Hey, Josh, could you throw on an ostrich feather? I'm sure if Jenny'd be like, Vic? I'm like, I'm sorry, darling. But it's just, I think she'd be fine.
Ginny is so good that way. I was on set once. I was on set once, and I was trying this new. You know how we're always looking for like healthier ways for eating and our sleeping schedules, especially when we're filming. I had started taking this new sort of protein shake, but it's a mixture of like cacao with a banana, almond milk, and it has maca powder. Now,
Okay,
what I
that's
did,
disgusting.
I know, but when you put it all together, it actually tastes really good. And it gives you, especially for us women, it gives us like an extra zing of energy. And especially when you're filming, as you know, long 15-hour days.
Huge hours, huge days.
It's so good. It's like a quick pick-me-up without sugar, really. But the only thing it does do...
Uh-oh. What does it do, David? What does it do?
I did not know this, but maca, M-A-C-A, has other benefits, and one of them being that it raises your libido, apparently.
Oh,
so
okay.
I had no idea. So I just kind of just chugged it all down.
Did you spend the rest of the day dry humping the crew? Like, what's happening here? Like, what's happening? Where are you going with this?
You just said it. So I was on set and I just finished taking, this is the first time I had it. And we were all in.
I love this.
Ginny,
so funny.
We're all in the apartment with snow and Ginny and Josh's apartment. And all of them were there, Colin, Josh, and when those two get
trouble.
get together and they start being cheeky.
Sean. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And they're so cheeky. Literally within like 15 minutes, I started feeling these effects of the maca. And I was like, stay away. Stay far away from me because I'm going to literally dry hump your legs.
I'm going to lick your face. Please stop.
And Ginny was so funny. She goes, oh, don't worry. Please do. I've just had a baby. Go on. You make it really...
That's so funny. I love. Well, Ginny said the same to me. There was this lovely moment where I was supposed to. I don't know if you saw. I had to do a scene with James.
Yeah.
And we're in the underworld. They've been looking for keys and locks and stuff in my prison, and I kind of like, James, darling, blah 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 blah. And Ginny had to run and hide. So Ginny would be just off camera. And because we were in the soundstage and it's dirty and dusty and she was pregnant, she'd put on a pink gas mask. Yeah. So Ginny, heavily pregnant in a pink gas mask, is just off my eye line while I'm desperately trying to kiss her husband. And he's like, you get off me, you disgusting girl. I'm like, and it was absolutely hilarious. And she'd say to me afterwards, like, there's only one woman I'd be happy trying to attack my husband on set with you. I'm so unthreatened by you. I'm like, I don't know how to feel about that, but I agree. I am a very unthreatening. It was so funny. She was laughing her head off in her pink gas mask. So again, she's fantastic. And she's got a new show coming out that we've got to watch.
I know. So excited.
Love it when the girls win.
I can't wait. I can't wait to watch it because it's a question she was saying because I was texting her. She dropped off jam. She made homemade jam and marmalade, and she dropped that off. We didn't exchange. We cooked butter chicken and turmeric basmati rice and put it in this care package and put chocolate chip cookies and then sugar-free ones, and then gave them to them. And they brought us all the marmalades that she's been making. And she put on the label, she put Ginny's jam. And it's so sweet.
Oh, I love it. I'm so jealous. I want butter chicken and jam.
I
want all of that, please. Make it so. Well, when you get back here, I need all of that.
I know.
Actually, you know, just text me your mother's address and I'll go to her and say, I need, because I know that you learned the recipe from your mother. Text me her address and I'll pick it outside her house asking for butter chicken.
And she would. She'd say,
I feel like she would, because if you did it outside my mother's house looking for brack or roast lamb and roast potatoes, she'd be there for you.
oh my God. See, just all that just makes me, I miss home so much, you know. And I hope that we can get on a plane and come over soon, but I just don't know when that's going to be for now.
No, I know it's hard. It's hard. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, you've got tons, love. You're very popular.
Oh, be quiet, behave.
So Art Haydens asks, what's it like to bring such an iconic Disney villain to life?
Terrifying. Terrifying, but great fun. A real honor, you know, as Princess Jasmine, it's a real honor. You know who's come before you. You know there's going to be many after you. And just to be in the mix of the Wikipedia world of the character is a real honor. And it's scary. And day one of like planting your flag. Do you remember day one of being on set and planting your flag in, this is my Princess Jasmine, this is my Cruella? It's scary, and you've kind of just got to go with it. And so it's scary and exciting. And I feel very delighted to be on the honor roll of Cruella de Vil's darling.
Yeah. And you were so fabulous. Like when you stepped on set for the first day and you saw that transformation, I mean, Eduardo and costume, hair, makeup, so brilliant. You
oh, it was, but there was this hilarious moment where Eddie, of the Adam and Eddie, our one of our showrunners, who's written the show, I'd done 2 weeks of Cruella, and I'd never met him, and I'd been cast. I was auditioning to play Belle's mother, so I never met Adam or Eddie when I was auditioning. And I was in the elevator at the Sutton Hotel in Vancouver, and I was coming down. There was this guy with a suitcase, and he was up, and I was like, oh, where are you going? And it was filthy weather in Vancouver. And I said, please tell me you're going to the sun. He's like, yeah, I'm going to LA. I'm like, oh, that's where I live. I'll have a lovely time. And he turned to me and went, wait, are you? No. Are you? You're not. No, it's okay. It's fine. I'm like, no, what are you saying? No, it's fine. No. Are you Victoria? I said, yeah. He goes, oh my God. He had no idea what I looked like without the Cruella stuff. Gosh. And so it was like 2 weeks later of 2 weeks of rushes, then I met him in an elevator and he'd no clue. So yeah, I do definitely, yeah, it was an amazing testament to the makeup, hair and costume departments for sure.
And also that you're able to make this complete transformation, because that's, as an actor, that's what you want. You don't want to see yourself in that character. You want to see this whole other entity, this whole other being.
There was always a moment when the eyebrows went on and the wig, the ball cap was on, where I went, and Victoria is gone, and you know, it was yeah, it was nice. She was fun. You know how much fun it was playing those parts.
Oh my gosh, it's a childlike dream come true, isn't it?
Totally.
You get to play out your wildest childhood dreams.
You really do.
Characters. It's so much fun. I so wish that Jasmine and Cruella had moments together. But
I know, what would that scene look like? If Jasmine and Cruella had hung out, I would definitely be trying to break you, and Cruella would be like, oh no, darling, don't worry about true love. No. Yes. Let's find someone who can buy you a fur. That's
exactly. And you'd definitely be asking the thread count on that carpet.
Absolutely, that's very true.
Persian? Is that a real Persian rug?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, oh, will it not make that? I feel like we could have taken you into the Queens of Darkness, and we could have absorbed you into our world.
All the possibilities. I love it. We have time for one more. let me see. There's so many good ones here. Oh, okay. From Victoria. Nope. At Willow141. How is life in the UK after living in LA for several years?
Oh, okay. Do you know what it is? It is kind and fun, and you deserve the sunshine. So when the spring came in the UK, I had one of those moments where I was taking the bins out because my life is glamorous, and I'd done it so many times in the rain and the muck and the wet, having been back in the UK since, you know, through the winter. And then the first day I took them out and it was sunny and I could hear the birds tweeting. I just went, I deserve this. So it was just one of those things where you realize that when you have sunshine 360 days a year, you don't necessarily value it as much as you should. When you don't, the minute the season changes, the joy, the absolute joy of feeling the season change, and also the joy of when it goes into winter and you're like, woolly socks, fireplace, whiskey, lamb, carbs.
Yeah.
You know, there's something really, I've really enjoyed getting back into seasons. I've really, and listen, I loved LA. I adored it. It was full of great people, full of happy times. But I'm also really enjoying getting back to what I know instinctively and in my bones is you earn your sunny days. And I've loved it. I'm really happy here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. And I get that, you know, there's a huge part of me. We travel as actors or creative people. We go wherever the work takes us. And you know, and there are some Brits that are here in California that prefer being here than in London, but I've always been the type that, look, if I could be at home in a heartbeat, I would. Like you, seeing you fly back and forth because you were filming on Marcella, and then you were coming back here to film. I mean, I don't know how you do it, and you still look so good. I was like, does this woman not suffer from jet lag at all? I don't know what your secrets are, but you should, you know, pass them over to me. Because
the only secret to jet lag is just don't engage in it. When somebody, like, I can't deal with the fact that people keep their watches on the same time zone they left. It's like, no, that's a pass, let it go. It's now 6 p.m. But it's a funny one. And I think when, the other real upside that I'm loving about being here, and obviously in lockdown, it's no use whatsoever, but when it opens up, is access to Europe. You know, for 50 quid and a 35, 45, 55-minute flight, you're in a completely different culture. You're in Amsterdam, you're in France, you're in Spain, and that's really lovely. And it's only really lovely because I got to live in LA and go up to Mammoth and to Colorado and Utah, and so we've done that, which I'm very grateful for. So, but it's really nice being back in just like completely different cultures.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing that we miss so much is the close proximity, that if you wanted to have a city escape, you can get away for a long weekend or a weekend and in an hour and a half and you're in France or in Italy, and we're like, oh my gosh, and it really becomes more defined about, you know, the space and the travel time when you're across on the other side of the pond. And that's the one thing that we miss so much. It's like, and to be able to do that from home is just, it's
and I'm closer to Ireland, which for me is vital. I love it. I love going home. I love plugging in. I love not being able to have to explain the way I think, because the Irish think in a funny, I think, we think in a funny way where no matter, in fact, the tougher the moment, the more ridiculous we feel about it. Mm-hmm. And so you always, no matter, you can throw the toughest thing at an Irish person and they'll have a spin on it that's so fun, so ridiculous and so hilarious. And I miss that enormously. And it's so lovely to be back around that. I'm we're very happy, which is
Yeah.
great. But I miss you, and get over here. Come and do a
I
convention
know.
over here, lady.
I want to. This is where I wish I could take a magic carpet then, and then just
There you
be myself.
go.
It's like, come, I want to go, because I had every plan, like I said, that we were going to go, because we were supposed to finish filming season on Fear the Walking Dead around summertime, you know,
Yeah.
and then you do the Comic-Con, and after Comic-Con we go to London, and I wanted to stay there for the whole summer until I actually was needed back. But anyway, but it will
Next
happen.
time. It will happen, sweetheart. The world will open up and everything will be fabulous, and it's going to be fine. And you know what the most important thing is we're all going to appreciate it so much more, because you don't know how good honey tastes until you've sucked on some vinegar.
It's true. It's so true. And only you can say that and make it sound so charming and delightful.
You're funny.
Is there, we've got 3 minutes left, love. Is there anything you want to say to the gang? You know,
I'm just so grateful. I mean, I have to say, being able to delve into, I got a taste of the fandom when I did Dracula, and I got a taste of the loyalty. To me, loyalty is extremely important. I am a big fan. I have one rule in the house with the kids. I don't care what you tell me as long as it's the truth. And that comes down to honesty and loyalty. That to me is tantamount, like paramount, that's bedrock in my life. I insist upon it, because no matter what you tell me that's the truth, whether it's like, hey mom, I killed someone, okay, let's sort that out. Obviously nobody said that to me. However, if they did, we'd find a way, because there is, without a shadow of a doubt, truth and loyalty. Honesty and loyalty to me are the greatest currencies that the world has. That and love, and I'm done. I don't need diamonds, furs, puppies as handbags. That's what I need. And that's what the fans showed through Dracula, and it's 100% what the Onces show, is an absolute consistency in loyalty and kindness and honesty. And I'm so enormously grateful. I don't know what I did in a previous life to deserve it, but I'm happy and grateful, and will thank this life and the next life and the past life for it.
Here. I'm so grateful that a show like you know, Once Upon a Time has brought this close-knit community and these friendships that past the show, and it's lifelong friendships. I feel so much like this is such a family unit that we can just do this and
100%. I'll know you forever. You can run, but you can't hide, darling. You can't hide.
You can't get rid of me.
No. God, I hope not. But it's so lovely.
Oh, thank you so much for doing this. And will you you know what would be really fun is if, because I know you're quite the cook. You are.
I am, yeah.
Yes. So we should do like an hour session where we cook your favorite dish, and then I'll try and cook it from here.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Yeah, because that would be so much fun.
I'm so
Are you down for that?
I'm so up for that. And then vice versa.
And I'm drinking Barry's, by the way.
Oh, good
Irish
girl.
breakfast.
And I'm drinking wine.
Cheers, love.
Good night, darling. Huge
Love
love
you,
to you. And everybody, thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Bye, love.
Keep supporting Karen. Thank you.
Bye, love.
I love my tea. Bye.
Bye.